WrestleMania is the showcase of the immortals, the culmination of a year's worth of storylines, and an opportunity for The Rock to come out and shoot a firework from his dick or eat the sun or something else with a preposterous amount of testosterone. Preposterone. We're half a year away from WrestleMania 33, and with only one match announced, and what a match, sarcasm, the card is still wide open to create an event stacked with blockbusters. Now, this list is not a suggestion of a full card by any means, but rather a bunch of moments that, if advertised, would definitely get bums in seats. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and here are 10 ways WWE can guarantee a WrestleMania 33 sellout. Number 10, Daniel Bryan versus Nakamura. The least likely on this list, but damn it, it's a dream match of dream matches. Nakamura has already publicly stated that his ideal WWE opponent would be Daniel Bryan, and despite the fact that he very publicly retired from in-ring competition early this year, Bryan is desperate to get back into the ring. He's contacting concussion specialists and campaigning for an in-ring return. If he ever made it back into the squared circle, even if just for one night only, Nakamura would be a perfect dance partner. Number 9, Sasha vs. Bayley 3. A rematch is a tricky sell, especially for WrestleMania, but the first two matches between the Doctor of Hugonomics and the Legit Boss were instant classics, and the promise of another, this time on the grandest stage of them all, can't help but be a mouth-watering prospect. Sure, the Four Horsewomen Fatal 4-Way would probably be a better matchup, but with Becky on SmackDown, hands may be tied on this one. Either way, the prospect of Bayley winning the Raw Women's title on a WrestleMania stage would be a moment worth buying a plane ticket for. Number 8, Rousey vs. Stephanie. Look, I'm just going to keep asking for this until I get it. Ronda Rousey is not as white-hot as she was back in 2015, but she's still one of the most famous sportswomen on the planet, if not the most. Watching her finally kick Steph's ass might just make up for years of the bloody authority. It might. I stress the word might. Number 7, Triple H versus Kevin Owens. Speaking of the authority, Triple H and KO are bezies right now, but a lot can happen in 6 months. As Seth Rollins can attest, Triple H's love is like a sunset, beautiful while it lasts, but soon there's nothing but darkness and cold. Mentor and protege, both on camera and off, would put on a barnstormer of a brawl. After all, KO is too popular to be a true heel for long, and a Triple H betrayal will be a perfect catalyst for a heel turn from the charismatic star. Number 6, the Olympic hero returns. Kurt Angle is brilliant, and as much as everyone should absolutely check him out at WCPW's Refuse to Lose, there can be little doubt that he deserves one last WrestleMania match before he retires from in-ring competition. There's a multitude of stars he could face: Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Cena, and put on fantastic matches. But how about Angle versus Rusev? You want to give Angle a WrestleMania send-off and use it to cement a current star? How about the Foreign Menace besting Mr. Red, White, and True? Number 5, an appearance from Conor McGregor. As loath as I am for outsiders to come into WWE and go over their stars, Steph doesn't count, she's an authority figure, you can't argue with the drawing power of Conor McGregor stepping into the ring to take on one of Vince's guys. Considering that Mr. McGregor recently engaged the entire WWE locker room in a Twitter feud, there would be no shortage of volunteers to get in there with him and mix it up. Number 4, Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Nothing like a good interpromotional match to make Mania feel special, and what better than the Demon versus the Phenomenal One? Not only are the two men incredible athletes, but both men have a feud pretty much ready built. The Club. Finn created that stable, AJ took it over in Japan, now they're all in the same company. The seeds were planted in a backstage segment at SummerSlam, maybe they're watered at the Rumble, leading to a Mania clash with Gallows and Anderson's loyalty, the big question mark. Number 3, heel Roman Reigns versus face Seth Rollins. We've seen these two wrestle before, but their encounter was tempered by the fact the crowd were being asked to root for Reigns over Rollins, which, no dice. However, now that Rollins is, at the very least, a tweener, heading towards babyface status, if Reigns were to turn at some point before Mania, allowing the fans to cheer and boo the right guys, this match could be a big draw. Number 2, Brock versus Samoa Joe. The company's slowly running out of top guys to put up against the Beast Incarnate. A lot of people are hoping for Wyatt versus Lesnar, but the hype for that has been cut down since it failed to materialize at Roadblock. There's a bunch of high-profile matches Lesnar could have: Brock versus Nakamura for the hardcore fans, Brock versus Goldberg 2 for the casual fans, but the one that I think would unite both hardcore and casual would be Lesnar versus Joe. Their styles would clash well, and provided Joe is given a run at main roster dominance for a few months before the show of shows, the fight could feel huge. And number 1, Big Show versus Shaquille O'Neal. Obviously, no, not that at all. Taker's last ride. It doesn't matter who it is, if it's pitched beforehand, The Undertaker's final match is a gigantic draw. After all, the last chance to see him wrestle live, people will pay travel money to see that, pure and simple, especially if he's against someone big. And who bigger than Cena? All you have to do is announce that, regardless of win or loss, that Taker's match at WrestleMania 33 will be his last ever, and against John Cena, and then print money. And that's our list. Did we miss any out? Tell us about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and I'll see you soon.